Hi everybody. James and I wanted to give you an update. We have the Ambassadors Teachers Training coming up this weekend. I'm really looking forward to this. Now, what's going to be a little bit different this year than in the past years, James?
Well, in this one, what we're going to do is, first we're going to cover the lowest level to the highest level, because we don't deal in half-truths here. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, just focus on love and joy and bliss, which is great, but there's a dark side, and we need to recognize that and learn how to deal with it, and learn how to heal unseen negative influences and things of that nature. So enlightenment means to be in knowledge of both sides of the coin, not just one side. So we're going to cover, you know, the unseen negative influences, what they are, such as native greys, reptilians, serpent beings, things of that nature, who they are, how they operate, how to recognize them, and how to clear them and heal them. And then we're going to go into the higher dimensional aspects and get into guides, teachers, masters, archangels, ultradimensionals, the higher dimensional beings, who they are, and the ones coming in to help and assist us in the liberation of Earth and the awakening and healing of humanity and the Earth.
Now, for the people that are still kind of new to this, they have a lot to gain from this too. You're going to go into like the meditation stuff and
Yes.
break that down a little bit for them as well, right?
Yes, we're going to do meditations that actually go in and clear out, you know, any blockages or patterns within the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, even the astral body, past lives, and then take people up to their own God selves, up through the many levels, to access their own God self connection. And really that's what it's all about. Really, if you have a teacher and then they're not empowering you to make your own personal connection with Source, as well as the many ultradimensional beings that come with that connection that are also there to help you, then, you know, it's misdirected. And unfortunately, there's so much misdirected energy right now, and people that are in the business of spirituality and things like that are not empowering the individual, and it's basically all about them. Same thing in the UFO community. You know, it's not about empowering people to make their own connections with their own Star Nation multidimensional selves, as well as finding out who's who. But, you know, all the attention is drawn to the individual standing up on stage, and that's a massive ego trip. And really, it's a lot of that, unfortunately, that is very well sponsored by the powers that were that are going out, and there's a lot of planned opposition, and they're actually trying to create a global religion where we're going to be worshiping all these unseen influences, some negative, some positive, outside of ourselves, versus going within and connecting with the one consciousness that encompasses all consciousness on all planes and dimensions throughout the multiverse, which is within each and every one of us, despite your culture or your beliefs.
You know what's interesting too is I think that, you know, I've done enough of these with you to know that there are people that are just on the beginning of their path spiritually, and then people that have been on this path quite some time, and everybody gets something different out of this. You know, it's kind of, it goes back to that thing about the mystery schools and the hieroglyphics, as that corresponds directly to the level of the initiate and how much they receive from that.
Exactly. Yeah, I've seen some people come and just blow wide open, and all their questions are answered, and have contact with all these beautiful ultradimensional beings, the Pleiadians, the Orion Counts of Light, you know, the Lyrians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians. They have these amazing connections. And then, you know, the sons of Arcturus, they talk about in the Bible, and the sweet energies of the Pleiades, and all these things that are mentioned in the Bible. But we're going to get a whole different perspective about the real history of Earth and who the bearded gods were, the Anunnaki, you know, the Greek gods, the Egyptian gods. All of them go back to the Anunnaki. Some were benevolent, some were tyrants, you know, they were self-serving. And so when we understand that, knowledge is power, and we can let that go and stop worshiping outside of ourselves and make our own connection within ourselves.
And that's really the root of the training.
It is.
Through this whole weekend. It's so anyway, we're really hoping to see you there. It's going to be something really special. We're amping everything up here, as everybody knows at this point. I don't know about you, James, but it's like the energy's been off the charts, and it's like even when I talk about certain things, I can feel it running through my body, you know. But again, hope to see you there, guys. We'll put all the dates up. Any links on the new stuff coming up, that'll be right up as soon as we get it. And watch out for the newsletter. Thanks.
Also, check out ECETIevents.com if you want to find out the list of all the upcoming events, because we're still posting them as we speak and updating it. So that's another place to find out anything about the ranch.